Today we're going to be playing a SULTAI Planeswalkers list that has a Planeswalker that I'm not too sure anyone even knows exists. And that's Ashiok, Sculptor of Fears. And yes, we do ultimate this card today, so stay tuned. Cue the intro, let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have a SULTAI Walkers list for you today, and it is an absolute banger, and it plays some cards that you may have never seen before, so this is going to be a fun one. Before we break this thing down, though, and talk about the cards and get into the gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, just be sure to do so quickly before you leave. It's a free way to help support the channel. I really would appreciate it. Also, if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified anytime we post a video, which is 3 times a week, so you won't miss out on any future content. Let's jump into it. I'm pumped, guys. I'm excited about this one because, like I said, we play a card that I personally have never seen anyone else play. I've never ran into it on the ladder. I've never been played against with this card, and so I thought it'd be really fun to try to put it into a deck and make it work. It's something I've been hanging on to for a while and just couldn't make work because if you notice, Ashiok, Sculptor of Fears is a very heavy mana based card here with a 6 mana cost and only 4 loyalty. That's not very good, and it can't even come in and do its second ability right away. So obviously I know why a lot of people don't play this card. It doesn't really give you a lot of value right away. If it comes in and only gets 1 turn, it definitely wasn't worth it. But what's great about this card and why we can make it work in this deck and we're able to ultimate it today in today's video is because of a card we like to call Dream Devourer. This card right here is the card I built the deck around. This is a card that was mentioned to me earlier this week in the stream. If you guys want, come visit me on the stream. Wednesday nights here on YouTube, we have a lot of fun. And we were just discussing some ideas on different deck ideas, and Dream Devourer came up, and here we are. A few days later, I came up with a weird concoction to make Ashiok relevant with Dream Devourer. And how do we make it relevant? Because Dream Devourer allows us to foretell any card and make it 2 cheaper on the CMC cost. So what that means is we essentially get to ramp 2 turns early on any card for free. So we want a lot of big items, right? We want a lot of big top end that can win us the game that pairs really well with Dream Devourer. So I thought, why not make a SULTAI Walkers list with a lot of big Planeswalkers on the top end? But what else makes this deck tick is the Vorinclex. So Vorinclex here, all of you I'm sure are familiar with this card, but just in case you're new to Magic and you don't know, Vorinclex allows you to double the amount of counters or loyalties on your Planeswalkers or creatures whenever you plus, say if you plus 1 token, you get an additional token. If you plus 2, you get 4. And if your Planeswalker comes in with 5 loyalty, normally it's coming in with 10. It's pretty busted. Vorinclex allows you to do a lot of crazy things. So if you actually foretell this on 2 and get this out on turn 4, the following turn, if you have foretold the other Planeswalkers, can start coming in on turn 5 with just the most busted ultimates right away, which is great. We have Ashiok, Sculptor of Fears. Let's talk about it. So it comes in turn 5 right behind a Vorinclex with 8 loyalty. You plus it for 2, which essentially pluses for 4, and now you're ready to ultimate on the following turn. What does the ultimate do? Just gain control of all creatures target opponent controls. No big deal. So if you're up against a mono white deck, which we were up against, we didn't get a whole lot of value out of it because we were already kind of cleared the board out before we got a big hit off of it. But say you're up against a mono white deck, mono red deck, they flood the field, Gruul, you minus 11, you get all their creatures on your side of the battlefield. Pretty busted. So that's the idea behind the deck. That's the whole combo right there, and that's how we make Ashiok good. It not only comes out for cheap, it actually comes out with double loyalties, and that's how you make this card absolutely busted. And then we also have Ashiok, Nightmare Muse, and Garruk as well to follow it up with, both obviously super reliable Planeswalkers, some of the best Planeswalkers in the game right now. And if you can foretell these, you can get Ashiok out for 3 mana. That seems pretty good to me. So we got Extinction Event to get us there with 4 of, and 4 Binding the Old Gods as well for some removal, but also ramping us into our bigger place. And if you notice, we have a lot of ramp spells here. We got Binding the Old Gods, 4 Cultivates, and 4 Wolfwillow Haven, because what if we don't draw the Dream Devourer? We still want all these things to go off, so we want to be able to cultivate in Wolfwillow Haven right into our binding, and then hopefully by turn 4, turn 5, we're pulling out all of our big plays and just flooding the board with just absolute juicy greatness. And we could do, like I said, some absolutely wild things. You guys should definitely stay tuned for the gameplay footage though. Like I said, we were able to ultimate the Ashiok. It wasn't the coolest ultimate because we were only able to steal a handful of creatures because, like I said, we were kind of controlling the board with our removal spells as it was. And so we didn't get there fast enough in order to just really get full control of their whole board. We could have probably been greedy and waited a few more turns to get more out of it, but it was too tempting to play without, you know, worrying about our opponent scooping. I wanted to show you guys, so we were able to get it off, and that was awesome. We also have 3 Bloodchief as removal as well to get there. So here's our land. The land is pretty generic as it gets. We have the 4 triomes, the 4 of each you know, pathways, and then 3 apiece of every land. Cultivate is what we need for basics, so we need a couple basics in here to hit the cultivate, so we can't get too fancy with the lands. We want to make sure we have plenty of basics to hit with our cultivate, and that's why we have those in there. Binding can get you things like the triome and things like that. So but that's the deck in a nutshell, guys. It's very powerful. You know, you play the Dream Devourer early, you get big plays in later, and you have a blast. That's basically the idea of the deck. But the deck list is down below in the description. If you want, go ahead and copy that, import it right into the Magic the Gathering arena, and you got your deck list there. I know a lot of you might have to craft the Ashiok, and I apologize for that, but I really wanted to give it a shot and see how it plays. So it was a lot of fun. We might do this again in the future with some more Planeswalkers that I saw that just don't get any love or any shine that might fit in this deck pretty well. So it's going to be a lot of fun in the future. I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more Devourer as well. But yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to jump into the gameplay footage. One last note before we go. If you're not already a member to the channel, you can join and become a member. It's a new feature on our channel, and you can get access to all of our live stream VODs, as well as some pack opening videos that we did this last weekend, and we're going to be doing more pack opening videos in the future, and as well as some emotes and cool things like that. So become a member today for all that cool stuff, and we'll jump right into the games. See you guys on the other side. Peace. All right, here we go. We're going to be playing some SULTAI today, but not the SULTAI you might be thinking about. Not the SULTAI that's been going around everywhere that we actually played last week. We're going to be playing some SULTAI Walkers decks. It's going to be running some cards that I'm sure you guys have yet to see in play, like our new Ashiok, or not the new Ashiok, the old Ashiok that no one's played yet. I just wanted to play it so badly. Our opponent's on some adventure stuff. We have a Vorinclex and a Devourer, so we're definitely going to keep this hand. See if we can foretell that. Oh, we got another big play. Nice. Devourer right into our foretell is going to be really, really good here. Hopefully our Devourer actually lives. Yeah, opponent's on some Gruul, so they're going to be pretty quick out of the gate here. Oh man, we found all of our juicy cards here. Oh my goodness. Let the foretell begin. So they're looking at a Stomp here, but Stomp's not going to do it. So my question is here, do I want to cultivate, or do I want to go straight into trying to foretell some stuff here? I think I want to foretell. I think I want to start with the Vorinclex, because Vorinclex is going to bring everything in with double counters. Let's go ahead and get in there for an attack. See what our opponent does here. No good. Nothing. So we're definitely going to cultivate next turn. Hopefully we top deck a land. If we top deck a land, we can foretell one more thing, and we can cultivate. That's going to be the hopes. All right, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to have the Extinction Event, I think. Come on, top deck a land here. One time for me, please. Of course not. All right, let's go ahead and cultivate. And we can't foretell anything, unfortunately. We're going to have to take another shot by the Goldspan Dragon. But what's good is we have that Extinction Event, so we'll be all right, I think. As long as they don't have Counterspell Magic, then we're going to be fine. We have all of our Planeswalkers in hand, so I'm ready to go off with those, with the Vorinclex, which is awesome. Vorinclex is going to bring everything in to be ultimate. Well, I think we might have just died. I think we might have just died. That's 4 more. All right, we might be okay for one more turn. Unless, of course, they have a Bone Crusher in their hand. I'm sure they do. They sure do. All right, we're getting stomped, and then that's the game. If only we had drawn one more land. No attacks. We have a blocker. If we somehow pull this out, I'm going to be obviously ecstatic, but I'm sure Bone Crusher Giant's in their deck, and it's only a matter of time before it hits us in the face. So just waiting for that, honestly. Vorinclex can come down next turn, and let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess we play Ashiok and bounce the Brazen Borrower. And make them discard a card. I really need a land. I don't understand why we can't ever find a land when we need it, but we get 3 Garruks in the hand. We have 3 Garruks in the entire deck. All of them are in our hand, but we can't find a land. That just doesn't seem logical to me, but that's fine. That's fine. As long as they don't Bone Crusher us, we're fine, but the odds of us getting hit with another Ultimatum or Bone Crusher is very, very high. All right, go ahead and flood the board. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We're in desperation mode right now. I can't even lie. We are trying to claw our way to the finish line. All we ask for is just one more measly little land. That's it. Just one land. Get Garruk out on the battlefield. Start doing some stuff. Brazen Borrower bounces are 2-3. Fair enough. At least they didn't flash it in to kill us with. Henge. Okay. That means no more creatures this turn. Thank goodness. We can breathe a little bit. We get a land. Let's freaking go. And we can actually bounce that. Have them replay it or give up their Obosh. All right, Obosh down, and then we're gonna go ahead and play the Vorinclex. Foretell our Garruk. There's no shot we're actually gonna come back, is there? No shot, right? They play the Borrower. Nice. The Henge. All right, they have no creatures in the graveyard. I'm just trying to see all of our options here. All right, we're gonna play this for a black. I could get an emblem for 3-3, making this a 9-9 and a 3-3. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 runs through. That's not enough to kill. So we will have to -3 here, unfortunately, instead of ultimating. A little bit unfortunate. Another Vorinclex, though. That's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and foretell this. Get in there for 8. Holy cow. Are we really about to pull this off? Honestly, I don't believe it. Oh, there's no chance we just won that game. Oh my goodness. We got mana screwed and still, oh my goodness, GG. Oh my goodness, that was an absolute blast right there. That was a nail biter. I thought we were toast. I liked the way the deck felt, except for the fact that we drew every single Planeswalker and no lands there. If we had obviously gotten that a little smoothed out, I think this could be pretty powerful. We didn't get a chance to play the Ashiok that is new to most people. I would like to get that into play and see it shine. Opponent's probably playing mono white here. Just an educated guess. All right, so we got the Devourer into some really big pieces here, but we don't have any green. We're gonna need to find some green. We have obviously a lot of ways to find green, so I think we have to keep this. Opponent goes first. We're gonna be off to a slow start actually, so this could be bad. Maybe we want to find an Extinction Event, but we'll see. All right, we found a land, but it's a blue source. Gotta find a green source. Hopefully we top deck a Triome would be absolutely perfection. We probably should have taken into account more that we were playing this mono white aggressive deck, because I didn't really take that into account when I kept this hand. And now, oh, let's go. We actually did top deck the Triome. All right, Devourer down. Let's go ahead and start foretelling some stuff here. What do we want to foretell first? Probably the Huntsman, right? Yeah, probably the Huntsman. Ashiok is awesome because Ashiok can make your opponent mill 2 cards, right? So even if I plus it one time, they're probably going to end up milling a couple of creatures, and then the following turn we can start putting creatures onto the battlefield under our control, which is super good. All right, another Triome, absolute fire. So then next turn we can get out of Garruk, which is incredible. Garruk's going to be able to kill the Luminarch Aspirant. As long as they don't drop down a Selfless Savior here, or a way to give it indestructibility, we're going to be looking really solid right now. Come on. I'm actually like really nervous about this play right here. It's a Cosmos Elixir. I'm okay with that. We take 6. Not ideal, but we're still alive, so I can't be too upset about it. Can't be too upset about it. Garruk's got an ability where we can kill this and draw a card. Feels pretty good. And a Cultivate, not bad. I think we gotta just drop the Triome here though and foretell both of these. And then the following turn, maybe we go Ashiok. Finally get to see Ashiok in play here. This card is just so cool. I know it's like, it's a bad card. I understand it costs so much and the loyalty is so low, but with Vorinclex and with Dream Devourer, we can hopefully make this into a good card. That's the key. That's the goal. That is the goal. We don't have another kill spell in hand. They foretell something, which is probably going to be a Doomscar. Let's go and kill that. Let's go ahead and play this as a blue and foretell both of these. And get some bodies out here to block with, but unfortunately these bodies are not flyers, so we're not going to be able to block with that maul out here. Also, we can't play the Vorinclex because we need a second green source unless we rip one off the top here, which is definitely possible, but highly unlikely. I'm just excited to get the Ashiok going finally. Hopefully they don't concede though beforehand. I've seen stranger concedes than that, so hopefully not. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we can't cultivate and play Ashiok, unfortunately. That would have been nice, just so we could find the green source. We probably should have foretold the cultivate actually and the Ashiok. That probably would have been better. All right. Nice. That's actually a huge find. Gonna have to hold off on the Ashiok one more turn because I do actually need this to resolve very badly. Because we have to kill the maul. We have no answer for the maul. It is what it is, unfortunately. Stay out there to block. Looking good. As long as we keep them out of the air, we should win this game. Cosmos Elixir is going to go off again, gaining them life, so they're not going to actually draw a card off of it. I'm perfectly fine with that. Heliod comes down, that's fine. They're gonna start putting counters on things, but if our dogs start to die, Garruk's gonna get bigger. 3, 4, an additional 2, so we could play one of these. Obviously, Vorinclex playing first would be better, but I'm getting Ashiok down. It's time for Ashiok, baby. All right, and we're gonna get another Triome here. Thank goodness, we really needed that. Ashiok in play. Hopefully we get to do a little bit with it. I love that we get to draw a card as well as milling them. They are probably reading this card right now like, what in the world am I looking at? Well, let's go ahead and get it going. Draw a card, see what we hit here. Hopefully we hit something juicy. Oh, we did hit something juicy. Not bad at all. And we hit a bunch of creatures that we can bring back. That feels pretty good. And we can cultivate. This feels very strong. Or I could just foretell this. It's possible that that might be the play. Actually, this might be the play. I think that's the play. Man, being able to foretell anything is so awesome. I love the Devourer. It is such a good card. And we're in really good shape here. We're not in any danger of being killed this turn. Unless, of course, the Maul of Skyclaves comes down. Then I can eat my words. I hope that's not the case. But we have a way to deal with it if it does come down. Selfless Savior. Okay. Can't make your Sky Maul indestructible. Which is great. Great news for us. An Extinction Event right about now would be absolute gas. And we're all even over here. Look at that. Their entire side of the board is odd and we're even. Oh wow, they're gonna go ahead and give protection from black so they can get an attack through. Are they gonna kill the Garruk? Or are they just gonna try to get the 4 in? Or 5 damage in, essentially, because they're gonna get the Heliod +1. Alright, they are going to try to kill the Garruk here. By try, I mean succeed. That's fine. That's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it's also not great. If we can ultimate this Ashiok, I'm gonna be so excited.
I've got better friends in the wilds anyway.
That's right. We don't even care. Nice, we drew an Ashiok off the top. That feels pretty good. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to ultimate it right away though. Wish it did. Alright, let's go ahead and get Vorinclex down. And then we can get this in. I think we kill the elixir if I'm being completely honest, because it's either the elixir or the dog, and I'm going for the elixir. I think is more important to kill than the dog. And we get double the triggers because the Vorinclex gives us double. And then we can foretell something, which obviously we're going to foretell our Ashiok. And we are going to plus. And with our plus, we actually get +4, so we're already at 10. Already at 10. I could have -5 there and grabbed the creature out of their graveyard, but I think this is just fine. All right, so now we just pray and pray and pray that they don't get that Maul off the top, and I think after this turn is the turn that we really start to take over this game. Opponent milled some more really good cards. Got a lot of good creatures to choose from here. And we can gain control of all creatures target opponent controls. Oh, that they control. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was from the graveyard. That's actually just a -5 from the graveyard. That's awesome. So we actually get to take control of their entire side of the board, which makes it even better. That seems weird that they're giving that indestructibility. That seemed like a really strange play. Was that a big oops? Oh, they're gonna Doomscar. That makes sense. That makes sense. At first I thought that was silly, but that makes a lot of sense actually. But unfortunately for you, we got another binding. So gonna be hard to deal with us. We got an Ashiok that's ready to ultimate next turn. So even if our opponent plays creatures here, they become our creatures. So let's see if that's something they want to do. I doubt it. I doubt that's going to be what they want to see here. I bet this. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this might be the first time you're all about to see the Ashiok Sculptor of Fears ultimate on a video. Because I'm going to go ahead and say it's the first time I've seen it. I don't even know what it looks like yet. Let's find out. Come on, flood the board. Overcommit here. Overcommit. You don't even know what this card does, so good chance you overcommit here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Unfortunately, they can't get enough devotion here to get the Heliod live. Would have been nice to see. They're looking at the Sculptor. Oh, they might skip before we can even do it. Don't be like that. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. We all want to see it. Come on. I want to see the animation that's tied to it, to be honest. Come on. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. Don't scoop. Come on. Give me all your creatures. All 2 of them. All right, that's fine. We get a Devourer back. I'd say we're in a pretty good position here. I'd say we're looking pretty juicy right about now. Feels good, man. We got to finally ultimate the Ashiok Sculptor of Fears. Not bad. We're actually milling him out pretty good here too. Look at all these cards in their graveyard. We can ultimate our other Ashiok this next turn, which we can hit what? Nothing? It's garbage. At least we can attack again though, and hopefully get some value out of the Ashiok's ultimate. We might just see a scoop here if I'm being honest though. We're in a really good position. I might have really rushed that Ashiok ultimate, but I really wanted to see it, and I had a very weird feeling that our opponent was going to scoop, so that's definitely a Doomscar, so can't expect our creatures to survive here. Let's just go ahead and play this while we can. Let's go ahead and swing in. I should have actually foretold before I swung, huh? Oh well. Alright, what did we hit? We got a Heliod, I saw that. And a Moth. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. We got a Moth. So the Moth is actually going to, whenever a creature you control without flying dies, returns to the battlefield. Does that trigger though if it dies at the same time with the Doomscar? I think it does. I still think we get those triggers. So I think it's okay to go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and plus this, see what we hit. A Garruk. All right. All right. And this will actually activate the Heliod. Perfect. Seems pretty good. This all seems fair. This is all fair magic, right? This is all fair. Oh man, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know I am. I know I am. Here comes the Doomscar though. Ready? Off the top ropes. Doomscar. We know it's there. Just play it. It's to play. But do we get all these creatures back? That's the only thing I need to know right now. So whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return to the battlefield with flying counter on it. So if they Doomscar, this leaves the battlefield at the same time. Typically, I would say yes. If I'm a judge, you do get the trigger effect. We'll find out though. And they scoop before we can even find out, which probably means I'm right. All right, 2 down, let's go. So far, this deck has been an absolute blast. I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. I have a feeling though, I'm not playing Ashiok to the best of my abilities. I hope I get comfortable with that card. I think it could be really good with that Vorinclex, man. All right, so we have a Cultivate. All we have to do is find 1 land here. If I take this hand and we don't find a land, I'm gonna be very, very upset, but I have to keep this. We have a Devourer into our Planeswalkers and a Cultivate. We did find it. All right, we're looking good. We're looking good. Here we go. Let the fun begin. The fun police are here to shut it down, baby. Up against mono blue though, I swear if they're running counter spells, that would be heartbreaking. We can go Dream Devourer next turn into foretelling one of our Planeswalkers. Alright, looks like they are Simic. Alright, let's go Devour into foretelling our... Probably, if we're going to be smart here, we should probably foretell our Garruk. Ashiok's a lot better if we have the Vorinclex ready to go. Next turn, we can foretell the Sculptor of Fears, and we can Cultivate. And then the following turn, we might be able to play them both. I don't know. Math is hard for me, so I'm not even gonna try. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. All right, we're up against Teamer, so ultimatums are definitely a thing. And they got our Devourer. What a jerk. What an absolute mad lad. But you know what? Bet you didn't see a turn 4. Oh, actually, hold on. I was gonna say turn 4 Garruk, but looks like we might actually be able to go Devourer into... I don't know. What do I want to do here? I think I still want to go Garruk. Let's force them to deal with it. Because if they don't, we're just gonna overrun them, so... Let's just play it on turn 4. That feels pretty strong. Feels like a pretty strong turn 4 if I do say so myself. They're counting the mana. They're like, this doesn't add up. I think you forgot that I foretold it. Get some doggos out there. Let's really put the pressure on them because they're going to have to A, deal with the dogs, but if they deal with the dogs, Garruk gets plus, or B, they're going to have to kill Garruk, which Teamer doesn't have a whole lot of good ways to do that. They have stomps, of course, things of that nature, but nothing to actually kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more land and we can play the Ashiok. No land, but we do have the ability to foretell. And now our Ashiok is online. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't Cultivate and Ashiok, which I really want to do. But if we draw into a land, we might be able to Ashiok into foretelling the other Garruk. Because this Garruk is now in danger with this gold span out there. But we can kill it with the Bloodchief Stars. We still get another 2 dogs, though. Good thing Teamer doesn't have board wipes. Otherwise, we might be in trouble here. But no board wipes to worry about. We just got to worry about that ultimatum. That troublesome ultimatum. Ashiok coming in here and drawing us a card and milling them a little bit could be good. We might hit their ultimatum on the top. But I do think we have the Bloodchief's Thirst the Gold Span. Alright, so they invest more into killing Garruk even further. So actually, I think... I can't even play Garruk, what am I saying? I was going to say, I think we were going to play Garruk there, but maybe we just do this for 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't do that, and this is making things tough. Alright, maybe we go... We can't even actually kill it with Bloodchief's Thirst, we don't have enough mana. All right, I guess we cultivate. Ah, shoot, do we cultivate or do we go Ashiok? I think we have to cultivate. I think we have to cultivate here. I don't think we have a choice. Just got to invest. Unfortunately, this is going to be an investing turn. And we get in there with all of these. That's a lot of damage. We're pressing them a little bit here. Man, we were like just short of enough mana to do anything relevant there. Playing Ashiok would have been fine, but it just would have gotten hit for 4, you know, right away, which didn't seem like a good investment to me in the long run, so had to back off that play. But now we have enough mana to play the Garruk again. But I think I would rather do this. I just foretold that. I just foretold that like an idiot. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I really can't believe I did that. Alright, hold up everyone for blockers. Say go. Oh, that was so frustrating, brother. I can't believe I foretold the Bloodchief's Thirst. Usually when you play the Bloodchief's Thirst, it'll actually give you the option to pay 4 mana to kill a creature. That's why I chose the right-hand side of the card. It was just out of pure instinct that we were going to kill something for more than 4 mana. And it just so happened that that was the side where it asked you foretell first. So I actually had to choose the left side first and then go into the foretell. It doesn't matter, they scooped. We were so far ahead as it was. We had another group coming in here. We were looking really good. Ashiok was going to get us some more cards. We also could have went to the graveyard for -5 and hit some stuff, but actually looks like they have no creatures. GG. All right, one last game for the road. So far 3-0, feeling really nice. This deck is it's cooking, man. It's cooking. And it could be even better, honestly. It could honestly be even better if you took the Ashiok out, if I'm being completely honest, taking the Ashiok out and putting another Planeswalker in here, something just as fun. We could have a lot of fun with it. This is also a really good hand if we get the land, so let's go ahead and keep it, see if we can find it. We need 2 back-to-back lands. That's 1. Good start. Dream Devourer into the Vorinclex is amazing. We could also Devour into the Binding. Actually, yeah, we can go Devour, foretell the Binding, and then the following turn, play the Binding, foretell the Vorinclex. That seems pretty good. So Devour down, which can block the Scavenging Ooze. That feels really good. Saving ourselves from 2 damage. And we can actually Bloodchief's Thirst that and foretell the Binding. Get in for 2 damage. Yeah, that seems really good. Unless, of course, they play another creature, which is very likely being that they're Gruul. Could be a hasty creature, too. This is such a good card. I'm going to try to build so many decks around this card. And we found our last land that we needed for this all to work. There we go. Definitely don't want to accidentally foretell that again. But we do want to foretell this. Get in there for 2. So next turn we can kill whatever they play with the Binding, and we can foretell a Vorinclex. Okay, they don't play anything. And we get our 3rd Vorinclex. That makes a lot of sense. Guess we'll just do 2 of them. Because why not? They didn't play anything though. They're Gruul. This is wild. You would expect them to be playing a lot of stuff here. Either way, we get to play the Vorinclex next turn, coming in for 6 damage. It's a pretty big shot. Pretty big shot not to do anything about it. Wow, they really aren't going to do anything about it. I am really confused. Gruul is generally pretty fast, and if you're playing Scavenging Ooze, you definitely should be playing more creatures. This might be a really easy game, I think. Goldspan Dragon. That's what we've been waiting for, huh? They swing in too. Just ignoring the fact that we can hit him for 8 here, huh? Absolutely ignoring the fact that we can swing in for 8 here. I wonder what they were thinking there, to be honest. I'm not sure. We could have killed that with the binding as well, so looks like we might have time for even one more game. Nice. Oh man, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I can't get over how fun this deck is actually. I wanna ultimate some more planeswalkers though. Really do. That's like the best part about this deck is the Vorinclex being able to ultimate everything. All right, this isn't a great hand, but we do have a binding which can get us there, and Ashiok as well. This is probably asking to die, but it's fine. We have a lot of removal, so actually mono red is not a terrible thing to see here. Go ahead and get rid of that. Get us a step closer to our binding, which gets us a step closer to Ashiok. Ashiok, though, is going to be tough. It's going to be tough, I can't lie. Mono red is not going to give us time to set it up. If we had Vorinclex, I'd feel a lot better. And Annex, I knew that was coming down. If only we went first, man, we'd be on curve to kill that with our binding. That's sad day. Sad day. Hopefully they just pump it for this play. Nope, they get another double devotion to red creature, which makes Annex bigger, which makes it more annoying that when we kill it, it actually just creates 2 little 1/1s. That's annoying. Yeah, I think we lost this one. That's unfortunate. Had we gone 1 turn earlier, we would have been able to get rid of that Annex, only giving them 1/1, and we would have been able to kill that Phoenix before it did that much damage to us. And that, yeah, that is that's a tough card to see there. Unfortunately, we're gonna end this video with a loss. Dang, we were doing so good too. So good. GG's. GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. We're gonna go ahead and hit some final thoughts. GG's. All right, those are the games. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I said, this deck was, you know, it was different, which made it a lot more fun. And we were able to play some cards that, you know, we've never touched or seen before, which is always a blast to do. As far as changing anything in this deck, Ashiok could definitely be replaced. I actually want to show you guys Liliana. So the same idea can be said for this Liliana. I really enjoy this card a lot. It has the same CMC cost here, but it also does some really cool things. The ultimate here, -7, target opponent loses 2 life for each creature card in their graveyard. It could be good. We run a lot of removal, but unfortunately we run a lot of exile, which is why this didn't make the cut. But I think this would be fun to try to squeeze in here and have some fun with. We could do some fun things with it, but it doesn't really synergize a whole lot with this. But that's what I mean. We can have fun with this deck, right? We have the Devourer and we have Planeswalkers. That's the idea. So you can run Ugins in this deck. You can run all sorts of Planeswalkers in these slots and just have a blast with. Honestly, if you take Ashiok out, you could throw in Teferi, Master of Time, and try to get a ton of turns. You might be able to even ultimate it right away on turn 5. So this deck has a lot of possibilities and literally could do so many different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below, what you guys thought of the deck. If you have any cool ideas that you could, you know, mix up into the deck to make it even better, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But enjoy this one, have some fun with it on the ladder. I hope you guys get some wins with this one. And if you still hear the sound of my voice and you're here at the end of this video, just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really helps the algorithm when you guys watch the video through all the way through like this, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much for all your support and everything you do every day to help support the channel. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you Monday. Peace.